नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रष्टाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामी निति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रष्टाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पथे गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परमः कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर् गोविंदः सर्वकारण कारणम्। ओम तत्सत्। Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the king of knowledge, that is Raja Vidya. So in Bhagavad Gita, now we are in the 17th chapter, understanding about the Yajna Dana Tapak Karma. As per the three modes of material nature. There is the yajna means sacrifice, and dana is charity, and tapa is austerity. So Krishna is teaching us that we have to do this karma all the time. It should never be renounced. Even after we are freed from the three modes of material nature, we should not sit idle. Because Krishna, who is freed from the modes of nature, because he is always controlling the modes of nature. So Krishna is never ever under the control of the three modes of material nature, but he is still doing all kinds of activities. He is not sitting idle. Even though Krishna can sit idle, that is his free will. He can use exercise his free will. We have free will. Krishna also has free will. Nothing is forcing, nothing is binding Krishna to do anything. He is the Supreme Lord. Purushottama. Even though he pervades this entire universe, even though everything has come from Krishna, even though Krishna is the source of everything, but there is nothing forcing Krishna to do anything. There was no need for Krishna to drive Arjuna's chariot at all. There was no need, means nothing is binding Krishna to drive Arjuna's chariot. Nothing is, Krishna actually, when he was here, even though the fools are deriding him, they were deriding him. Avajananti mamuda manushim tanumashitaga. When Krishna descends in human form, manushim tanum ashitaga. When I descend in human form, so the fools deride me. Avajananti mamuda. That's what we studied yesterday in the 7th chapter. Namam duskritino muda prabatyante naradama. Maya apakrita jnanaga asuram bhavamashi. So the fools, the miscreants, mudas, they don't understand Krishna's parambhava majananto mama bhuta maheswaram. They don't know, they don't understand my superior nature. That is, I am the supreme controller of all living entities. Mama bhuta maheswaram. So, that Krishna, even though when fools, they were deriding him, so he came to this world. Even though, like Kamsa tried to kill Krishna, and Sisupala, like that we know all the stories, all the histories. It's not stories, it's histories. So, we know the history very well. That should be taught as a part of the history in our subject. It's very unfortunate that they're not teaching Bhagavad Gita, which is a part of Mahabharata, and then Ramayana, all such Puranas and everything. That should be taught as a history subject in the school. What is the real literal meaning of itikasa? Mahabharata, Ramayana, they are itikasa. Means it's happened like this. That's what itikasa. So that means it's history. We need to study. So, Krishna, the Supreme Lord, he came, even though fools were deriding him, still Krishna came because he loves us so much. Krishna loves everyone. That's why he is using free will to serve us. Because he loves us so much. And he is the Satchidananda Vigraha. He is eternal, full of knowledge and full of bliss. That's what Sat Chit Ananda. Sat means eternal, Chit means full of knowledge, Ananda means full of bliss. So, that way, even we are also like that. We have to become, because the Chit is missing, we are not having the knowledge. That's why we are not happy. That's why we are not blissful in this world. Even though, because when Krishna said that, Mamaivamsa Jiva Loke, so this Jiva Bhuta, in this Jiva Loka, and they are of my nature. So what is that Amsa? That Amsa is Satchidananda. We are also Satchidananda, supposed to be. But because the Chit is missing, we are struggling and suffering in this material world because there is no knowledge. The moment we get this knowledge, we understand this Bhagavad Gita fully, then there is no more suffering. Enjoyment. Real fun, real enjoyment. We are having it with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So, that way, we are very fortunate, of course, Krishna's mercy. So, that way, we should get freed from the three modes of material nature. But even if we are freed from the modes of nature, even nothing is forcing us to act anything, to do anything, nothing is binding us, still we should be engaged in the welfare of all beings, engaged in the welfare activities of all beings. That's what Yajna, Dana, Tapa, Karma. That's what we are supposed to. If we just do that, that's enough. We will be happy only. We don't have to really struggle for our existence in this world. We don't have to be attached to anything in this world at all. We have to be attached only to Krishna. Having the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, that is our real asset. That's what we need to gain. There is no point in this material world to go and gain the material assets and thinking that buy plots, buy this, buy that, and all such things. All such achievements or whatever we gain, it's of no use. It's of no use in the sense, it's of no permanent use. We can use temporarily. But we have to struggle and suffer in our entire life are there. And these days, everything is so much expensive. And if you want to take loan, interest rates are high and you have to pay a heavy EMI every month until the time we die. All such things. But if we depend on Krishna, if we do everything for Krishna, then Krishna will arrange everything for us. We don't have to struggle at all. Because everything is owned by Krishna. Everything is coming from Krishna. So Krishna is the proprietor. Krishna is the owner. So if we just depend on Krishna, then Krishna will give us what we need. Krishna will give us, and we will not struggle and suffer for existence in this world at all. Whatever is needed for us, Krishna will provide for us. That's what he is promising in Bhagavad Gita. He is doing also. We can experience, all of us, every one of us, we can experience in our life when we have this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, when we fully surrender unto Krishna, when we spend all that time in offering everything for Krishna and doing everything for Krishna, then we will be able to experience the bliss. We'll be able to experience that Krishna is fully taking care of us. Every one of us can feel it, experience it. The reason we are able to study Bhagavad Gita every day, it itself is Krishna's causeless mercy. Especially if we are able to come and attend this Bhagavad Gita class regularly for years, not leaving, and all the time connected here, all the time able to find time to study and understand Bhagavad Gita. So that means we should be extremely gifted. We have seen people who come and go also. But those who are sticking, those who are continuing till the end of this life, we need to be connected with Krishna, and the only way to connect with Krishna is just listening to him. So that means just studying this Bhagavad Gita. So that connection should be there all the time. Unfortunately, people in this world, they are very busy. They don't have time. So they will struggle, they will suffer and all such things, but still they think that they are busy and they don't have time, and they are very much attached to temporary things in this world, and they don't have time, but the time will take away everything. That they don't know. We work so hard, we think we are very busy, and we try to accumulate things, and we say that we don't have time to serve Krishna, time to remember Krishna. But Krishna is saying that the time only annihilates everything. Loka kshaya. So this world itself is destroyed. As a function of time, this earth itself is completely destroyed. Even this goes through, like we know that about Brahma's night, Brahma's day, and all such things, and Pralaya and Prabhava, and all such things happens. Bhuttagrama gasayevaya bhutva praliyate ratri agame avasaga partha prabhavati agaragame. So all such things are happening. Everything gets annihilated, and everything gets created, and all such things will happen. Everything is simply a matter of time. And that time is Krishna. So that way, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, fully depending on Krishna, doing everything for Krishna, we are not answerable to anything, and we are not bound by any of our actions. Naiva kinchit karomi yukto manyeta tat. That's how we need to think. We need to think that we are not that we are. We are not doing anything. Naiva kinchit karometi yukto manyeta tatparu. So all the time we should have that mindset. The mindset that I am not doing anything. I am not the doer. And you are not the doer. And no one is the doer. So that mindset is what very important. If we have that, then we are doing things correctly. That means we are living as per Bhagavad Gita. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we finish up to 16 shlokas in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So what we studied until now. So in the 17th chapter, sloka number 13, we studied Vidhihinam Ashrishtanam Mantrahinam Madakshinam Shraddhavirahitam Yajnam Tamasham Parichakshate. So in the yajna, so what is the tamo guna? In the mode of tamo. So that's what tamasam parichakshate. That's what we studied. So that is vidhihinam, not according to the scriptures. Asrishtanam, not offering prasadam. Mantrahinam, not chanting mantras. Adakshinam, not giving remuneration to the priest. Shraddha virahitam, so not having faith. So all such things, if we do that kind of yajna, that is in the mode of ignorance. Any sacrifice performed without regard for the directions of scripture, without distribution of prasadam, and without chanting of Vedic hymns and remunerations to the priests, and without faith, is considered to be in the mode of ignorance. Then we studied about the next one is about the tapa. So the tapa due to body, and then due to speech, and then due to mind. So sarira, van, mano. That's what we studied in the last lecture, last week. Devadvija Guru Prajna Pujanam Sauchamarjavam Brahmacharyam Ahimsa Shariram Tapa Uchyate. Devadvija Guru Prajna. So, worshipping, that is pujana. Pujana means worshipping. Worshipping the Deva, the gods, the Supreme Lord, and Dvija, the twice one, Brahmanas, and Guru, the teacher, the spiritual master, and Prajna, the worshipable personalities. So, and Pujanam, worshipping them, all of them, and then cleanliness, simplicity, Saucham, Arjavam, and Brahmacharyam, celibacy, and non-violence, Ahimsa. So, these things are all Sariram Tapa Uchchade. These things are all austerities because of the austerities of the body. Austerity of the body consists in worship of the Supreme Lord, the Brahmanas, the spiritual master, and the superiors like the father and mother, and in cleanliness, simplicity, celibacy, and non-violence. So these are all the austerity in the mode for the body. And then austerity of the speech. Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priyahitam chayat swadhyaya vyasanam chaiva vanmayam tapa uchyate. That means not agitating others. Anudvega karam vakyam. Whatever we speak, the words which should not agitate others. And it should be the truth, satyam, priyahitam. And it should be beneficial to others. That's what priyahitam. And swadhyaya abhyasam. So studying the scriptures, practicing the scriptures. So these kind of things. So that means vanmayam tapa uchyate. These are all austerities of the speech. So that means reciting the mantras, so swadhyaya, scriptures. So austerity of speech consists in speaking words that are truthful, pleasing, beneficial, and not agitating to others, and also in regularly reciting Vedic literature. So then austerity of the mind, that's what we studied. Manaha prasadaha saumyatvam maunam matma vinigraga bhavasam shuddhirityet tapo manasam uchyate. Manaha prasadaha saumyatvam. So there is satisfaction of the mind. So that's what manaha, without duplicity to others. So gravity, then maunam. So we know what is maunam. So not, that's what is the gravity. Then atma vinigraha, that is self-control. Bhava samsuddhi, so that is the purification of the self. So all such things are the austerity of the mind. So, and satisfaction, simplicity, gravity, self-control, and purification of one's existence are the austerities of the mind. Now today, we are going to study austerity in the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. So in the last 3 slokas, we studied about the austerity of the body, austerity of the speech, and the austerity of the mind. Now austerity due to in the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. Let us study them. Shaddaya paraya taptam tapastat trividam naragi apalakankshi piryuktai satvikam parichakshate. So with faith, with transcendental faith, that's what Shraddhaya Paraya Taptam, the austerity, what we perform with the transcendental faith. So tapas tat trividam naragi. So they are 3 kinds. So the austerities. So in those 3 kinds of austerities, so there is apala kankshibir. So without desiring the results. So without thinking about the results. So that kind of austerity is considered as, is called as satvikam, in the mode of goodness. So the threefold austerity performed with, so here this trividam refers to the austerity of the body, austerity of the speech, and austerity of the mind. This is not referring to the 3 modes of nature, this trividam. So this trividam tapaka, trividam, tapasta trividam means these are the 3 types of austerities. So the threefold austerity performed with transcendental faith by men not expecting material benefits, that's what apala kankshibit, but engaged only for the sake of the supreme, is called austerity in goodness. Next is in the mode of passion, austerity. Satkaramana puja tam tapodambena chaivayat kriyate tadika proktam rajasam chalam dhruvam. Satkaramana pujartam. So that means expecting respect and honor and all such things and worship. So dambena chaivayat. So that means out of pride, for the sake of pride. So kriyate taddiha proktam. So anyone who does the austerity, so expecting all such things. So that kind of austerity, which is flickering, chalam. So we know that chanchalam, chalam, so it's flickering. And it is not fixed. It is temporary, adhruvam. Dhruvam means it's fixed. So that is in the mode of passion. So penance performed out of pride and for the sake of gaining respect, honor, and worship. That's what satkara mana. So that's what respect, honor, and worship. And is said to be in the mode of passion. It's neither stable nor permanent. So that's what chalam adhruvam. So now austerity in the mode of ignorance. Mudagrahinat manoyat pidaya kriyate tapaha parasyotsadanartham va tatamasam mudahrutam. So foolish, of course, ignorance means foolish one. So all such endeavors, so foolish endeavors, so there is pidaya, so that means by torture. So when they do austerity by torturing their own body, so pidaya kriyate tapaha. So pidaya kriyate tapaha and parasyotsadanartham Sadhanartham, sadhanartham. So utsadanartham. So that means just for the sake of annihilating. That's what utsadana. Utsanna Kula Dharmana. We studied in the very first chapter when Arjuna says that Utsanna Kula Dharmana means destroying the family tradition. That's what Utsadana Artham means. It's causing annihilation. So that's what disturbing others and the annihilation of others. That's what Parasyo Utsadana Artham. So that kind of austerity. So Tat Tamasam Udaharam. So that is in the mode of ignorance. Penance performed out of foolishness with self-torture or to destroy or injure others is said to be in the mode of ignorance. Then we are starting about the dana. So what is the charity in the mode of goodness? Datavyam yiti yaddanam diyate anupakarine deshe kale cha patre cha Taddanam satvikam smritam. So, datavyam means it's worth giving. That's what we are giving it charity means it's worth giving. So, datavyam yat danam. So, their danam, their charity which is worth giving and it is given without expecting anything in return. So, that's what diyate anupakarini. So, not expecting anything in return. So, that is the charity. And deshe kalecha patrecha. So it should be given at the right place, at the right time, to the right person. Deshe is the place, kale is the time, patre is the person. So at the right place, at the right time, to the right person. So that kind of charity is in the mode of goodness. Taddanam satvikam smritam. Charity given out of duty without expectation of return at the proper time and place unto a worthy person is considered to be in the mode of goodness. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 4 more slokas in the 17th chapter. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatari Umajnanatimirandasya Jnanajana Salakaya Chakshurmi Littamena Tasmai Shri Guruvena. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदम. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Subir Mishra Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Subir Mishra Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Are you able to hear me, Prabhu? Hare Krishna Prabhu. Lisa Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji, for the class today.
Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
And thank you, Guruji, for your efforts in keeping us in Krishna consciousness always.
Yes, Mataji, Krishna's mercy. We finished 4 more slokas today. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Dandavad Pranams Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nandri Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Thank
Hare
you
Krishna.
for the wonderful class today, Guruji. Very nice to learn about the different modes in which we perform charity also, as well as eating and All the things that we do,
Krishna is teaching
everything
us very
comes in the
clearly.
three modes.
Yes.
Yes, very, very important lesson, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. And thank you for all the efforts and for teaching us discipline and commitment with your
Yes.
classes. Yeah, that's one of the very important lessons we learn, Guruji. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much,
Krishna.
Guruji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Guruji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna to everyone.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Kanchan Mishra, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I think you were unmuted, again muted. Hare Krishna. Kanchan Mishra. Okay.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare
Namaskar.
Krishna. Namaskar, Mataji. Namaskar. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. So you are connected from where, Mataji? Which place?
From Ghaziabad.
Oh, very nice, Mataji. Hare Krishna. So you understood everything today, Mataji?
Ji?
You are already in our WhatsApp group? Are you already in our WhatsApp group, Mataji?
Yes, yes. I am a daughter of Mr. Mahendra Shukla.
Oh, very nice. Okay, Mahendra Shukla Prabhu started. Hare Krishna. Very nice, Mataji.
Okay.
Very nice. So, very nice. So, Hare Krishna, Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. So, yes, Prabhu. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
A very interesting class, Guruji. There was interruption in my listening to the classes because of my problems. Now I am back.
I hope everything is better, Prabhu, now.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, Prabhu, Hare Krishna. How is everything going, Prabhu, now?
Everything is fine now. I am fine.
Very nice.
And I am back listening you. It is really very good feeling you create. That is
Yes. Yes.
that is wonderful. And then today's slokas also are very interesting.
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna,
Prabhu. Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Pranam,
Hare Ram. Hare Krishna,
Pranam,
Mohan.
Pranam,
Pranam, Prabhu.
Pranam,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna.
Sorry, Guruji. I
No
just
problem,
got
Prabhu.
little busy. And
Yeah, you
thank you,
are
Guruji. Thank you so much for the class, Guruji. Very interesting slogas. And the
Yes,
only thing is we have to implement it in letter and spirit. That is what the success it is. And very interesting slogas, Guruji. You have to learn so many
Krishna's
things.
mercy it will happen from here.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna,
Guruji.
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. SK Garg Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Guruji, thank you very much for another nice lecture, wonderful lecture. And
Yes,
in fact, Guruji, when you are teaching about this chapter, when we are learning the Yagya, Dan, Tap, Karma, and each can be performed in the three ways, Sattvic, Rasik, or Tamsik. I really feel that this is the real life's manual. It's the for anybody, any human being. How should he live the life? I mean, we all keep on doing activity, but if we tend to take it towards the sattvic mode, then certainly it's better. It's a bliss. It's a pleasure for any one of us. But the problem is we don't know. We are not. We keep on doing something in ignorance. So,
yes.
as you said in your lecture also, that this should be taught in all the colleges, in all the
That's the
universities.
thing.
I wonder, Guruji, it has not been done so far. Sooner we do, better it is.
That is correct. That is correct.
Yes, Guruji.
We need to
This,
do it.
yeah.
Yes.
This is the only way we can improve the society, the criminal activity, the passion for the creed in most of the people. And the fact is, the human beings have been given everything in abundance, but we have made our life hell. Whether it is the bigger level, it is the war between the countries, whether it is war between the, maybe in a country, within the states, and later on within the city, the family. It's all because of, we don't know what is good, what is bad.
Yes.
So we are Guruji, very, very fortunate to have the Krishna's blessing through you, and we are really grateful to you. And this whole satsang, what we are having it on a daily basis, it certainly is going to at least guide us
Yes.
in the rest of the life.
Exactly. Yes.
Thank you very much,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Palaniyappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
Krishna's mercy, Mataji. We are all able to
Daily
study.
listening to Bhagavad Gita cleanses inside.
Yes, yes, ma'am. It will all happen. Krishna's mercy, Mataji.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. Palaniyappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So today's sloga also, as one of the Prabhu said, that it is a basic life which we are learning. That is the thing. Today's sloga clearly gives what is the thing we have to follow in our basic life,
That's good.
which is
Our
really
daily life.
which is really missing in many places, even sometime by us itself, sometime, very
Yes.
rarely. Yes, so that is basic life, that no doubt about it, which Krishna gives us how to live, and even that we have to, I think, learn, no doubt, because the three modes of nature, we are all connected all the time. So
Yes.
we have to be very, very careful, and as per goodness, we have to live. That is the basic thing, which is the birth itself is for that only, which we don't understand. That is the basic problem.
That is
That is the way. Thank you, Guru. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Aruna Devi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Pranam Mataji.
Thank you for this class, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
I understand only surrender to Krishna, Prabhuji.
That's it. Do everything for Krishna. That's it.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for
Thank
that.
you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna. Pranam Mataji. Anita Gupta Mataji, Anita Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna.
Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Nandri for this today's class.
Yes, Prabhu, Nandri Prabhu.
So the Anita Mataji has told in one word, surrendering. For that surrendering only, we have to do a lot of this thing so that our mind will not be perturbed, and we will not carry on any sin. So the ultimate is that.
Yes.
So it is very nicely explained in Bhagavad Gita. So the simple equation is by surrendering, your mind is not perturbed, and you feel your happiness inside. So thank you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Brinda Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class and the mode of goodness, the charity that we do, the right person, right place, right time. Guruji, it's very well said and very important, but many a times we just give charity because we think it's, yes, also we owe to that person who has done so much, you know. So there are so many misconceptions which come in the way, but we act so impulsively and, you know, not considering the right place, right time. So many a times I've seen charity which is done in the name of goodness is also done to impress other people.
Yes, yes.
So
But Bhagavad Gita, when we keep on studying Bhagavad Gita, then everything will become all right.
Yes, Guruji.
So we should keep studying Bhagavad Gita, and then Krishna will guide us in the right direction, Madan.
Yes. And another word is the surrender. Surrender without any conditions, completely, good, bad, just accepting the will of Krishna without expecting any other results is really actually what I have understood in Bhagavad Gita as surrender.
Yes, yes.
Thank you,
Hare.
Guruji, for all the efforts. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you,
Thank
Guruji.
you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan now.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,